Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to a Chart Nerd technical analysis video. Today we will be discussing VELO, the ticker is VELO, against USDT on the daily time frame. Now at the moment all I have on the charts are this EMA 20, so this yellow line, and I also have the RSI, the relative strength index. If you're unfamiliar on how to get these onto your charts, you can go to indicators, type in the preferred indicator you want to use, and it will come up and you can just click on it and it will add it onto your charts for you. So as I said, I've got the 20 EMA and I've also got this RSI. Now these are great indicators to use to help identify trend change, trend reversal, or trend direction, and we can use certain things as key supports or areas of resistance, i.e. this 20 EMA. When you're underneath this 20 EMA and hitting your head on it as resistance, this indicates a very strong downtrend. And this is why from this 0.028 high, every time VELO ran up into this 20 EMA for a very long time, it just kept meeting it as resistance and putting in new lows on the way down. Since using this EMA as a guidance tool is very important, from this 0.007 low, what happened at this point is we started to get back above the EMAs and hold this as support for a short amount of time. But whilst doing so, we actually ran up into a previous key level of resistance and failed to break out of this point. So what this identified to us at the time was that we're running into a key level of resistance and we're looking to come in for a correction. So what happened was from this sort of high, we had an A, B, C correction back down to a higher low. Now whilst doing this, we did lose the 20 EMA. Okay, so this was an indicator that once we lost the 20, we were going to come back for a further correction. Okay, because we were failing to take out resistance. So we had this ABC correction back down to a higher low right here, and ever since this higher low, what VELO has done is bullish, because we ran up into the 20 EMA, we pulled back for another higher low and then broke it. And since breaking it back here on the 13th of August and getting back above it, we've put in two new higher highs to these previous highs, and we've equally come back for a point of contact on the EMA for support. So we've got back above the EMAs, we've put in two new local higher highs, and we're holding this 20 as support. Fantastic. It's what you want to see in an uptrend. You've got a low or to indicate a reversal, because what you've got is this low, you've come up to a high, had a corrective ABC to a higher low, and right now we've had this impulsive move up to a higher high. So we've got this low, this high, the higher low, and a higher high. At the moment the structure is bullish, and we are starting to toy around with breaking out of this key sort of range that we've been in since, where did we start entering this range? So it's from almost from June up until now. So we've been here for over a month and a half, and we're just indecisive on what wants to occur right now. So on the daily time frame, something to look out for as a key level of support moving forward is this 20 EMA. I can't give you an exact price of what it is because it's subject to change, and it will keep creeping up or rolling over, or it will do something. It will continuously move. Okay, this is a continuous, it's a moving average, so it's not always going to be at a constant steady price. But right now this 20 EMA sits at around 0.0118, and I think that's a very key level of support to hold, because it also ties up with the double bottom neckline that we've been watching on the daily time frame. So where I was saying we did put in this higher low, so we had this 0.007, we've had this higher low, we had this level of resistance, we've broken that level of resistance, we've back tested it for support. Okay, we're holding it as support, we're equally holding the daily 20, and we've put in a new local high. Fantastic. Okay, it's fantastic. So holding this 0.0118 is the key level. Holding this previous resistance as support and this daily 20 EMA is vital moving forward to negate any potential further downside. Okay, because if we start losing the 20 EMA and this double bottom neckline and start coming in here and hitting our heads on it resistance, it could indicate a further rollover here for VELO. And what we could have had is this double top where you've got a high and a higher high, and if we lose this neckline of the double top as support, which is our 0.011 and 20 EMA and this double bottom neckline, vital area, if we lose it, then that could indicate a further downtrend that's going to occur over the next couple of weeks. But if we hold this daily EMA, then we're looking good for continuation of the trend here. Now, the only reason I think we're pulling back over the last 2 days is because if we use the RSI here, this is where we can indicate certain divergences. So if we look at the price action, what we've had is higher highs. So we had this high here on the 17th of August, and then yesterday we put in this higher high here. But in the RSI, in the indicator, we've had lower highs. So we had a high tied up with this high here in the price, and then we had a lower high in the RSI, but in price we had a higher high. So we got higher highs in price, lower highs in RSI, and this is something called a bearish divergence. You know, had I looked at this yesterday and been able to post yesterday, I do apologize for not getting any content out. I would have said, hey, look, if we can't put in a higher high here in the RSI whilst putting in this higher high in the price action, then we're going to look to roll over. So at the moment, this isn't unexpected because we have this bearish divergence that's playing out right now. So where could we find a key level of support? Well, as I've said, we've got the double bottom neckline and we've got the daily 20 EMA as our next level of support. And you can see for the last sort of week or so, we've been holding this double bottom neckline as support. I think if we do come in for a retest here, it could offer good opportunity moving forward. If we look at the 4 hour, this is what I wanted to analyze the 4 hour for as well. We'll get the RSI off for this one. I just want to show you that potentially from this new local high retracing to this low on the 4 hour, the support range that we need to hold is between 0.0127 and 124. Because what we've got is we had this sort of ABC correction. We came back to this low, and right now we've tackled out and put in a new local high, which is fantastic. We took out this previous high, we put in a new local high, but because of the daily bearish divergence, we've now retraced and we're pulling back to this key level of support. So we need to hold the 12 range in order to invalidate any further sort of dip back down to our 20 EMA on the daily. If we can hold out on 12.7 to 12.4, then I don't think we could get the retest of this daily 20 EMA. But if we lose 12.7 or 12.4, then look for the retest of the daily 20 and the double bottom neckline that we've been holding as support. So it's just this range right here, guys. It's literally the daily 20 EMA and this cluster of support at 0.0118 that we need to hold, okay? So that's it from me today. I just wanted to point out the certain tools and indicators that we're using to help us guide our direction. The structure is bullish because we've got this low, we've got a high, we've got a higher low, and we've got higher highs. We've had the bearish divergence because we've got the higher highs in price here and we had the lower highs in the RSI. So right now we are pulling back to a key level of support, looking for continuation of the trend, and I will monitor this moving forward. I hope you enjoyed today's content, guys, from Chart Nerd TA. Take care. Peace out.